guys, Ultimate Toy Collector here. So today we're going to take a look at this awesome 5-pack of the Hasbro Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy set. This has been out for a while. Alright, this is not anything new. I'm just having a chance to open this and figured why not take a look at it. If you haven't picked this up, it's definitely a set that I would suggest picking up, especially if you're a fan of Marvel Legends, fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is coming out soon, or actually they're filming it, so it will be out in the near future, obviously. If you haven't picked it up, head over to Big Bad Toy Store. They do have them in stock. I'll leave the link in the description of the video. Click on that, check it out. If you haven't ordered one, you can definitely pick one up. Big Bad Toy Store. All right. So this is the outer packaging of the set. All right. Let's open this up. Got a little tape on here. So give me 1 second. There we go. Alright, so here's our 5-pack out of the box. I love the artwork on the outside of the package here. You see you got Gamora, you got Rocket, Drax, Star-Lord, and Groot. This box is actually a 6-pack if you include the little potted Groot. So let's open this up. So here's the inside of the package here. You see, if you really want to include the 6-figure, it's a potted Groot. But this is the whole Guardians of the Galaxy, the classic comic version of these figures. They redid Drax. If you remember, Drax when he first came out was on a smaller buck. Now here's Drax with a bigger body, the same body used for like Sentry and some of the other guys. All right. Now we have Star-Lord, Gamora with alternate head, we have Rocket, and we have Groot. These figures look absolutely awesome. All right, let's take a look at the side of the box. Here we have the heads of the figures on the spine, and then right here, this was the promo art used when we were first introduced to the set and we found out it was coming out. So here we have our figures posed up, and you know, this is what we're gonna be able to take a look at. All right, so I'm gonna open this up and we're gonna take a look at these, and we're gonna see exactly how badass these are. All right, so here's our Guardians of the Galaxy out of the package. These are the comic style figures. All right. As I said before, we have Groot, Gamora, Drax, Star-Lord, and Rocket. Also right here we have a potted Groot, which I thought was pretty cool. Little potted Groot there. Alright, so the first figure we'll take a look at is Rocket. I like the paint job they did on the face here. Alright, the body is the same. Actually, everything on the figure besides the head, which I'll point out in a second, is the same as the Build-A-Figure. If you guys remember a little while back, Hasbro did the smaller Build-A-Figures with Rocket and Puck. And also Hitmonkey? Yeah, Hitmonkey. So this is the Build-A-Figure. Or actually, this is from the 5-pack. And this right here is the same body. All right, but this is from the Marvel Unlimited digital subscription figure. I do have the Build-A-Figure. I just couldn't find where exactly it was, but they're very similar. All right, you can just take a look at the bodies here. Everything's the same, just the paint app. All right, the only difference is the Build-A-Figure had a movable mouth. All right, a little articulated hinged jaw. This one does not. Which one do you guys prefer? A little articulated jaw or the better paint app on the face? you know, like I said, it's the comic version, so this one's a little more not detailed, but just pops out a little more. Same articulation on the figures as the Build-A-Figures. So we'll move this over to the side here. Since we're right here in the front, let's take a look at Star-Lord. So here's Star-Lord. He has his helmet on clearly over his face. Let's take a look there. I was pretty excited when I saw, I think it was San Diego Comic-Con. They had teased this, and I was definitely looking forward to getting this figure. I like the body that they used. This body is more or less the Ghost Rider body. The same body as Ghost Rider. All right, so articulation is the same. Shoulders up over the head. Bicep swivel in here. Double elbows. I'm just gonna kind of run through the articulation real quick on it. Ab crunch. Swivel side to side. All right. It has articulation in the upper thigh, and also a thigh cut for good posing. And we have the double knees, so you can get a good little flying kick pose, running pose, and some articulation in the ankle. I haven't tried to swap out the head, but if you guys have the movie Star-Lord, maybe swap the head out on this, see how it looks, because this head pops off pretty easy from what I can tell. Alright, so that's Star-Lord. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the articulation on him. Let's go over Groot. Here we have Groot, and again, this is the comic style. So you take a look at the face there. Let's get him so he stops falling over. All right, so there we go. Again, Groot is a repack of another Build-A-Figure that we've seen. The only difference being that this the comic style Groot has a new head. All right, we put a new head on him, makes it look a little bit taller, but it's really just the tree dreadlocks, or the tree hair, the morning hair, whatever you want to call it, on the top there. Take a look at the bodies. Bodies on this are both the same. This is the Build-A-Figure from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie set. All right, you see it's got a little greenish tone to it, kind of like a little moss look on it. This one just has more of a flat look to it, with a little black wash on it. So depending on what you prefer, I kind of like this look, and I like the face look, the head and the face on the movie Build-A-Figure. Not that this one is bad, but I like both versions, but this is the one I prefer, probably because I've been looking at it a little longer since it's been in my Build-A-Figure case over there. So get a little close-up of both. And you see this one's head is a little bit bigger. As far as height, this one's only bigger because of the extension on the head. Alright, so here's a little bonus, the Tesseract cube. This is included in the pack. And here's our last two figures. So here we have Drax. So here we have the restyled Drax figure for the box set, which I'm very happy that Hasbro decided to listen to people and update the body. All right, now we did get a comic style Drax in one of the earlier waves of the Marvel Legends when they came back, but it was a scrawny looking Drax on a very small buck. All right, this is Drax on the Century buck, and it's a bigger, beefier look to him, which is exactly what we should be seeing when we're looking at Drax. Um, Even the movie figure was a larger figure, which Batista is a big guy, so they had to do that. But um, if you guys remember back in the day, Drax used to be this huge hulking figure. He used to be probably about as big as the Hulk or Thanos. He was a big dude. I would love to see an old school comic version of Drax with the cape and everything. Maybe down the road Hasbro could create one of them, but for right now this will have to do. So this is the Century style body. Gave him his little tattoos over here. The only thing that kind of drove me a little crazy about this figure was the gauntlets on the wrist. You look at the gauntlets on the wrist here, molded around here, and then on top it's a sticker. So I didn't really get that, but that was the only thing when I looked at the figure. I was like, you know, why would they do that? But besides that, he comes with his blades, which I love. The Let's see, take a look at the legs here. They did a good job on the legs, the boots, and right here he can even hide his blades inside right here. Articulation's good. Take a little close-up look there. Articulation, head side to side, up and down. Ball joints in there. Bicep swivel, double elbows, and even the right here. I was gonna say these are kind of pushed over the arm, so it's not really the articulation in that. And then the rest, you have good articulation. The ab crunch, you can go forward or back, and hip swivel to the side. The legs, he can get a good flying kick. All right, there's awesome articulation with the legs, and we have up here the thigh cut and the double knees, and articulation in the ankles. One of my favorite figures in this set, definitely by far, especially since they gave him a little upgrade. Definitely a fan. All right, and so let's take a look at the, also, if you want to change Drax's hands, he's got alternate hands there. And the last figure in this set is Gamora, comic style Gamora. She comes with an alternate head. If you look, she has a hood on, or she has like her shawl with a cape, and this is the hooded version of that. And bring Gamora over here, and her shawl is here. You can take the cape off, and you can actually pop her head off at the same time. So while we have the head off, we'll just remove this so you guys can take a look. Here's the body. Here's the body of Gamora. Again, comic style. The regular female buck that we've seen for a lot of our figures. This is a very basic buck without extra detailing added on. So if you want to customize this figure down the line, you pretty much only have to pop this off and then start your painting. There's really not much else added on to this body. It's a pretty smooth body, which I like. She comes with her sword. Articulation. The head, we have the hair here, so kind of limits the movement on the head. Even the other one where the hair is not flowing in the back, it comes down over the shoulders. So up right here, little bicep swivel. All the female, most of the female characters, I want to say all, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know most of the female figures only have the single hinged elbow, which is what we see here, and articulation in the wrist. I call it the under the boob crunch, like the ab crunch, but she doesn't really have it. Female figures don't have the ab crunch. It's like right up under the boob. Good articulation there. No hip swivel, thigh swivel, and the thigh cut here, and the double knees, which is good. Good for a jumping pose. You put her on like a flight stand and get her jumping like that. So, and right here, little articulation in the ankle. So overall, I do like this figure. They did do a good job, especially adding her to the comic line with the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy figures. So here's our Guardians of the Galaxy, guys. Thanks for checking me out. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ultimate Toy Collector. Don't forget, like the video, share it. Check out Big Bad Toy Store. I'm going to leave the link in the description of the video. If you haven't picked this up, now is definitely the time to grab one of these bad boys while they're still in stock. Overall, I really like this set. Awesome 5-pack. Definitely glad we were able to get comic versions. I know a lot of people complain about the sets, that they're a little more pricey, but if you want the figures, then they gotta figure out a way to get them out to us, and get them at a reasonable price. And overall, these figures aren't overly priced. The figures comes at about $25, give or take, on the pricing. So they come with a bunch of extra accessories, which I thought was really cool. A couple guns, a little Tesseract cube, alternate heads, a little baby potted Groot there, and gave us some styles that we normally wouldn't see in retail. So anyway, let me know what you think about this box set. Leave me a comment. Let me know what other box sets, hopefully, maybe you guys want to see in the future. And maybe Hasbro will, make some of those. I know for me, I would love to see a classic X-Force or X-Factor box set, or even, one of the newer creations of the X-Force. We did see the San Diego Comic-Con X-Force style set with 3 of the figures. Maybe down the road we could see, Nightcrawler and some of the other characters added to that set. I would like that, but who knows? So, well, thanks for checking me out, guys, and until next time, happy.
Be sure to check out www.bigbadtoystore.com.